honor and respects. This is Sancista Brujo Luis. I'm doing a video today, just a quick, simple video. I want to show you my alcoholado that I and Terry made a month ago. Actually, there's more. We added way more to it. So it's been sitting in the herbs for that time. So it's about time to strain get this strained. Before I start this, I just want to say a lot of people have been asking me, when is Terry coming back? Terry will be back in the next video, hopefully. Terry works a full-time job. I'm not trying to keep him away from you guys. He will be back. I promise you that. I'm going to try to get a video sneaked in, you know, of him somehow. But anyways, I'm going to strain all the herbs, and if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna leave a link down below, so go check it out. That was Terry's, I think it was Terry's first video, I'm not sure, but I have my colador. This colador I only use for my herbs. I washed it, it's a little wet. I have un jarro, a jar, where I'm going to pour it into bottles that I saved. So let me smell it, see how it smells. I love alcoholado. People know that during this time, fall time, and in the winter, I use a lot of alcoholados within the house. I'm going to see if I can open this. It's been closed. The video you're going to see, I shake every day. It smells really good. I can wear this from the bag. All ghetto, you know. From the video, you can see that me and Terry did. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. In the video that we made, oh my god, that smells good. In the video that we made only a little bit, and then we just added to it, especially with all the bay leaves that we had. We wanted to make a whole bunch. If you haven't checked that video, again, I'm going to leave the link down below. I'm going to strain these out into a colador and get them into my bottles, because I love my bay rum. So what I do is, and now what I'm going to do, just get as much of that herb out. And the color is beautiful. Let me see if I can do this in front of you guys, actually. Okay. I thought I was going to do this in segments, but I guess I'm going to do it. Open up one of my bottles. I'll probably make a mess because I'm doing this. And I'm just going to pour it. Actually, I'm going to pour it into my bottle carefully. Oh my god, this smells good. Everyone knows I love bay rum. Bay rum is really popular in Latin American cultures. We use this as with our colognes. We use this when we're sick, as an aftershave. The pirates, you know, in the Caribbean, they used to use this, and the Native Americans, they used to use the leaves just by themselves as a deodorant, as a deodorizer. Let me pour this out so I can concentrate on what I'm doing, because I'm going to make a big mess, and then I'll show you what they look like when they are completely full. So I strained out all my herbs. Here's what's left of it. Of course, I used mi colador and mi jarrito. I'm going to place those to the side. And I got, nice, these are all, look at that, nice and clean. Look at how much of alcoholado I got. I got all these jars that, I think I got four jars. I used vodka, and look at that nice skull bottle. This was a vodka bottle that I used to make alcoholado, to make this bay rum. And again, you can see the video down below. If you haven't seen it, but you know, I just use cheap bay rum. I mean, not bay rum, cheap vodka for the video. You can use whatever vodka you want. But look at how beautiful that looks. Now again, nothing in the winter when I'm sick and I don't feel good, nothing reminds me of abuelita as bay rum. I love my bay rum. It opens up your pores so you can breathe a little bit better. When you're not feeling good, you can use this also with your cologne. Let's say you spray some cologne, you got a little bit to your neck. It's a little aphrodisiac. A lot of people like it. Is the Cologne of the Caribbean, and I'm getting it down into my mouth. But I love this stuff. It smells really good. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. And that is my alcoholado. Look at that nice dark color. It looks really pretty. Actually looks really good in this video, right? I mean, this bottle right here. I like how it looks in that bottle. So this is my alcoholado. A lot of people are going to be asking me, Sancita Brujo Luis, what are you wearing? What's this? I love my ponchos, my alpacas, you know, ever since I was little, and I saw Clint Eastwood in, you know, those cowboy movies when I was a little kid with my dad. I always wanted ponchos, my alpacas, and so I got a few. I got some that you just pull over your body, and some that you just like a shawl over your chest like this. This is in honor and respects to all my followers from Mexico, Guatemala, Bolivia, El Salvador, all my people from South America, Central America who wear los panchitos, ya tú sabes. This is in honor from, I look like someone from El Salvador, you know what I'm saying? But this is all in honor and respects to you guys. But I always love my ponchos. I just like how it feels, how it looks on me. This is all alpaca, 100% alpaca. So yeah, I got a few in my house somewhere. I walk outside with this stuff, and everyone's like, what the hell is the problem with this dude? I always wore what I like. I express myself in my body. I express it the way I like it, how I feel, and I always got my alpaca. So if you're gonna ask, if you're curious what that is un poncho, okay? Just in case you're asking, not poncho, un poncho. If you're asking or curious what it is, just wanted to get that out there. So in a Puerto Rican home or in any Latino home, you will always find your especias. Especias are spices. Especias are spices. And of course we have our star anise. I think I talked about this in my previous video. I took the poncho off because I was getting hot. But anyways, I got estrella anise. I got la malagueta, which is allspice. Nuez moscada, which is, I think it's nutmeg. Sorry about that. But the one I want to talk about is la canela, cinnamon. A lot of people ask me, how about if I don't have no incense in the house and I want to purify myself, cleanse myself? You know, I had a long day and I got no incense. Go into your kitchen cabinets, get your spices out. You wouldn't believe. I'm gonna get a nice one. You wouldn't believe that these work just as well. To remove those negative vibrations that you may bring from outdoors into your home. Remember that when you're outside and you're dealing with the world outside, you're bringing those energies into your house. So I'm going to use a Spanish Latino oil dispenser, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to use this as my incense burner, and I'm going to take this sticker off. I should have taken it off in the beginning of the video. Okay, it's by Musa. I think they're Colombian. I think this product is Colombiano, I'm not sure, I think it is. But this is what it looks like. We use it to, clean our oils after we fry. But I use this as an incense burner. This is what it looks like. It's got this little lid with holes. You pick this up at a Latino market, una bodega, like $4 or $5. It's got this lid when you're done. I like to use this, I got the ones that, with the chain. Sometimes you don't have no control, but you have you can actually put a charcoal right here. It sits there perfectly, and you can sprinkle incense, and you can use, with your hand, of course, you can use it to cleanse people and to pass it by, a person's body. I'm going to use cinnamon, la canela. Brujos call this la madre dulce. Sweet mother. This is good for purifying, for cleansing, for removing negative vibrations, especially those negative vibrations that you're bringing from outside. You're bringing them into your home. You want to cleanse and purify yourself. Something simple, and seriously, all you have to do is just get a candle or a lighter or a match or whatever, and light your canela, your cinnamon, your madre dulce. I'm speaking Spanglish here, 3 languages. Sorry about that. So you light it. It smells good. This is what we call un saumerio in Spanish. Saumerio is when you burn the smoke. In Spanish, we call this un saumerio. Okay, so you're going to light your canela. You're going to light your incense. And right there, you have a burning incense stick. Literally, you do have burning incense stick. And you can pass this through your aura, through yourself. Cleanse yourself just real quick, because you're bringing those vibrations into your home. You don't want them into your house. You can cleanse the corners of the house. Always try to cleanse the corners of your home, because that is where most negative energy gets stuck, and you want to remove that from the house. This one's not lighting for some reason. They usually light. It just smells like a cinnamon, burning cinnamon. Again, you can use a stick, purify yourself. You could place it on your, I guess you call this what, an oil dispenser. Pass it around the house, go around the house, cleanse each door, each room. I'll try to light another one, because this is making me look like a fool. It usually lights up really quick. Give me 1 second and get another one of these. Okay, so you can see it is still on, but I want it to smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I got another smaller piece of Madre Dulce, and I'm going to use my candle. I'm just going to light it up. Mi canela, just to remove any negative vibrations that I might pick up. Remember, we are like sponges, and whoever comes into our auric field, we absorb their energies, and we bring that into the home. You know, and that gets stuck in the walls and all over the house. So you want to cleanse yourself. You can use incenses if you want, but if you don't have incenses, then you can use stuff that you have in your house, literally. You know, again, pass it around the house, around your body, around your aura. It smells really good. Fan it around the house. Actually, I got a fan, and I'm gonna fan it. I'm gonna show you how I could also fan it. You can use your hand, of course. But let me get a fan, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like when I'm fanning it out. Okay, so here it is. I got my fan, and what I do is just sacudirla, I guess. I don't know how you say that in Spanish or English. You kind of like push it around or smoke around. I feel kind of retarded doing this, but you can do that. Put that away, or you just go like that, around the house, around yourself. Remember, get the entranceways of the doors, every window, especially the corners of the house. That is where energías negativas se estancan. They get stuck in corners of the house. So make sure you get those corners of the house. Very important. Always get the corners of the house. That's where a lot of negative energy gets trapped. And so try to definitely cleanse those areas. It smells really good. You fumigar yourself, you fumigar everyone in the house, and that is canela. Good for protection, for prosperity, for healing, for calming down energies, for luck, for passion, for strength, for vigor. I mean, esta la madre dulce. It's so good, and I love mi canela. So if you don't have incenses, go into your kitchen cupboard and look for your spices. You have a bunch of, you can use cafe, you can use, spices that you use to cook with. You wouldn't believe how many things you can actually, I'm going to show you something actually. Now I got another idea. You can mash these all up and do another thing that I do in the winter time, especially when I'm locked in and closed in the house, to cleanse the air in the house. But I'm going to use these spices for that. So again, esta es la canela, y me estoy purificando, me estoy despojando con la fumigación, with the smoke of la canela. Okay, so if you don't have incenses, go into your kitchen and get your spices, tus especias. I have this big caldero that I like to vaporizar la casa. A lot of people get sick in the winter. It's really not because of the cold air, but because of germs that grow within the house. So I have this pot full of, simmering water. I'm going to let it boil a little bit more. Put the lid right there. I like to vaporize the house. Kill germs, within the house, because in the wintertime, it's not the cold that makes us sick. It's being locked in, and the body's creating all these germs, and they're all in the air. So I like to vaporizar. I don't know how you say that in English. Vaporizar el hogar, la casa. And I'm going to use la canela. I'm going to use star anise. What am I missing here? I'm missing something. Allspice, and I just pick it up. Nutmeg. I'm also going to use alcanfor. I like alcanfor. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to crush everything down, and I don't measure anything. I just throw whatever I feel like putting in there. Let me open here. I have my canela. I'm going to add, I guess, the rest of the nutmeg, star anise. I'm going to add also the allspice. And I'm going to crush all this up. I don't measure. Puerto Ricans, we don't measure anything. We just do what we want. You can make an incense with this. It's very grounding and all that. But one thing when you make incense with spices, you got to be careful because spices tend to crackle and they burn, especially if you burn it in a charcoal. So be careful. But what I'm doing is I'm making it a I can't even say that in Spanish now. Lo voy a vaporizar in this pot just to cleanse the air within the house. So let me crush these up and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So here it is crushed up. Actually, I can crush it a little bit more, but this is fine. If I was burning this as an incense, I would crush it up, powder it more. Remember that when you burn spices, remember that they do crackle and they do tend to fly, so just be careful with that. So in this mixture we have allspice, and allspice is I guess it's the fire element, the element of fire. It's ruled by Mars, and allspice is good for uplifting, increasing energy, healing, and luck. We have cinnamon. Cinnamon is also of the fire element, is ruled by the sun. It's a purifier. It sanctifies. It's good for healing, love, happiness. It's an aphrodisiac. We have clavos or cloves. Cloves is also ruled by the fire element, ruled by Jupiter. It's good for prosperity, good luck. Also an aphrodisiac and healing. Then we have nutmeg. Nutmeg is also ruled by fire, the planet Mercury, and is good for luck and communication. And I can still burn this, I can still crush this down a little bit more, but since I'm not going to burn it, I'm going to make a vaporizador. I'm going to vaporize it because the air inside in the house in the winter, or here in New England, it gets very dry, and I like the house to be humid, you know, because I have a lot of tropical herbs. It helps you breathe, and it also keeps the air clean and purified from viruses. So I have my pot boiling right here, water, and I'm going to remove that. And just like that, I can just start adding my especias into the water, and the house will start smelling like, you ever have a person make an apple pie or, you know, a spicy pie? The house is going to smell nice and spicy. It's going to smell really good. It's going to smell very, it's just comforting. It's good if you're studying, if you want to study, you want to cleanse that air. And I just let that boil. This pot this is a big pot. So I'm going to add it all in there. It smells pretty good. It makes the house, it also cleanses the air in the house. It purifies the air in the house. This is a vaporizador. You're vaporizing the air of not just negative energies and negative vibrations, but you're also cleansing the air of, you know, viruses. So added it all in there. A little bit more. This thing is heavy, and I think I added it all. Let me give it a nice stir. I'm just going to stir it. And my house already smells like a bakery. Very calming, very soothing. I can breathe, especially, you know, here in New England, the weather, it's, you know, the cold air. I mean, it's not good for the skin, so this even gets water into your skin. I can leave it just like that, but I'm going to, me personally, I'm going to add alcanfor. I need my alcanfor. It helps me breathe. If you don't like alcanfor, camphor, then don't use the camphor. You can leave it just as is. But this helps me breathe a little bit better, especially now in the fall season. All the leaves are falling from the tree, so my sinuses are kicking in. So I'm going to crush this up and put this into my vaporizador. Right now the house smells amazing, smells very good. I can leave it just as is, but I want a vapor scent, you know, like a Vicks scent. So I'm going to crush some camphors, alcanfor. A lot of people don't like to use alcanfor. They get nervous, they get scared. My family has been using alcanfor all our lives. I've never had a problem with it. I've never died. I'm still here, halfway through life. So I'm just gonna add my alcanfor. I'm gonna crush it up real good because I want that all, and it crushes down very easily. You don't have to do a lot of work to it. And then with my hand, sprinkle it in, and I can already breathe. You know, it's moisturizing. It's adding vapor, water into the air, and it smells really good. I'm gonna add it all. Here is my vaporizador. I like to leave it on all day. I have no problem with it. Some people can't because of the expenses. You know, this might get expensive, especially for gas, but this cleanses the house. It purifies the house. If you suffer sinuses, the camphor will, you know, vaporize, and you can breathe a little bit better. Sinuses, if you suffer, you know, seasonal sinuses or have problems breathing because of the air is very, especially in cold climates, the air, you know, there's no, you call it, esta cosa que está aquí, this thing that's flying up, humidity. There's no humidity in the air, so you're adding humidity into the air, you're purifying the air, you're cleansing the air. Remember that in the winter, it's not the cold air that gets you sick, it is you being locked up inside the house, and the germs and the viruses that grow within the wintertime. So this is a good way to cleanse and purify the air. It's gonna be a little bit muggy. I don't mind it. I like it. I can breathe. I'm comfortable. And the house, without the alcanfor, smells. Without alcanfor, it smells like a bakery. It smells like I'm baking an apple pie. It makes the house smell really good. And with the camphor, it just adds that menthol, you know, aroma to the house, and it purifies the house. And you know, a lot of my plants are tropical plants. A lot of my herbs are tropical herbs, so I like to mimic that tropical area, that tropical, you know, atmosphere within my house. So this is my vaporizador to vaporize the air and cleanse the air, and so that I may breathe a little bit better, especially during these times when I'm locked up or closed up in the house during the winter. So I'm sure I'm gonna get people asking me, what do I do at the ending of the night? Well, I turn it off. I turn it off, and people, of course, are going to ask, do I throw this away? Actually, no, I don't throw it away. I can actually save this, strain all of the spices, and let this cool overnight, completely cool overnight, and I could add this to my bath waters, and you will have all the properties that I've mentioned below or earlier in the video within the bath. So you can use this as a baño de esposo, as a spiritual bath, a cleansing bath for yourself. I wouldn't drink it because of the alcanfor, which is right here. If I can get it. Of course, you're not going to drink it because there's alcanfor in there, but you can use it in a bath. I would let it cool down. This is a whole bunch, so I could break this down into 3 baths. Don't drink it, but look at, you can make this into, look at how beautiful that looks, into a nice bath, and add this into your spiritual baths. Of course, let it cool down completely overnight and strain out all of this stuff. You don't want all that in your bath water, because then it will be a pain to fish out. You'll have a bath. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just gonna end it short. You know, I think it's short. I always say short, and then it's a long video. Terry will be back. You might see a different alpaca. This is a similar one to the one that I had earlier, except this one is completely pulled over. And I just want to show you that I've got a couple different kind of styles. Probably wear them in a future video. Someone said, will you wear them in your videos? Here it is. Here's my alpaquita. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's el alcoholado, the bay rum. Go look down below. I'm going to leave a link to that video when me and Terry made the alcoholado. He will be back in future videos, and I hope you enjoyed this video. These are just little tidbits and little things that I do to make my life a little bit comfortable. Everything that I do is either magical, spiritual, religious, whatever it may be. It is what it is. and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you to right now we've reached 19,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Much love, much respects, and I should be back. I should have another video before the New Year's, but much love, much respects. This is your Brujo, Sancista Brujo Luis, a toda mi gente latinoamericana, to all my people from Latin America, to all my people from Europe, to my followers from Australia, and all over the world. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope you learn a little bit of my culture, my people, my traditions. So I'm going to end this video because I'm rambling. Sancista Brujo Luis, much love, much respect. Un besito para todo el mundo. Sancista Brujo Luis.